Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of June 10th. We've had a few planets just move out of Gemini. Its ruling planet Mercury is now in Cancer, as well as Jupiter. And so Jupiter stays here a lot longer. So Cancer, you're going to be feeling, even though it is your pre-shadow, you're going to be feeling a lot more of the benefits of this placement for the next year, basically. So that's pretty good. We also have Venus moved into Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So there's also some luck there for Taurus as well, even though we're in this high Gemini season, which we still have that flavor. And we also have a full moon in Sagittarius on Wednesday. So we're going to be really fueling that passion that we have for wisdom and truths coming out. So, that's been a lot of what's happening in the collective lately, is things are revealed that we cannot unsee. And it's up to us to, choose that we want to live in that highest truth for ourselves possible right now. Right? So Aries to Pisces, what do we have going on? All right. Aries, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So it's saying right now, Aries, really, you are in more of a planning phase of things. You are prepping this week. This is a work week of prepping. It's a week where you might be not taking as much action as you want to, but be in your communities and just in like all of your personal relationships, making sure that everybody's on the same page this week, so that you can move forward in a stronger way. Yeah? Okay. Taurus, we have Temperance. And so like I said, Venus has just moved into your sign, and so you are ruled by Venus, and you're coming from a place of balance. So you might have been like feeling off kilter with how much fire and air was dominating the charts, and now that your sign is, happy in its home, and we also have all of this water energy right now. You are feeling more balanced. So Taurus, if you have been feeling off balance, I would say that a good thing for you to do right now would be to connect to those waters. If it's summertime, so things are heating up, get into that pool, get into just even taking a cool shower, cool it off. Just do things to bring you back to balance. Get back in your body. Yeah? Okay. Gemini, happy Gemini season. We have the Six of Pentacles. So similar to what I showed to Aries earlier, we have you here also in that same balance that we have going on. So you are, now that we're more like in the mid part of your season, you are also feeling that there might have been things you've been wanting to resolve, or just, maybe you're coming to the end of your studies. It's like the end of the school year for, I don't know, some colleges and schools at the moment. So you feel like you have finally come to a place where you can conclude a thought process, even if it's not actual that. And then now you can share that wealth. So yeah, you've done your research and now you can give that presentation. You've done your research and now you can go tell that person whatever the fuck it needs to happen. Yeah? Okay. Cancer. First reversal, even though you've got a lot of things in your sign, it's the King of Wands. And it's just saying, Cancer, now that Jupiter has moved into your sign and Mercury is there, and you want to be clear. Right now, this week is about becoming clear with where you want to go. You want to become clear with what actually speaks to like your passions, your creative drive at this lifetime, and the creative drive doesn't mean like everybody's just like an artist. I mean, everybody is an artist in every way, shape, and form, but art doesn't have to be, I'm sitting at an easel for like my whole entire day. Art can be how you meal prep, how you just get ready in the morning, that beautiful ritual of getting ready in the morning. Make your life that enjoyable thing that you want by choosing pleasure in every moment you have, Cancer. Yeah? Okay. Where am I? I'm at Leo. Leo has the Chariot. And so, Leo, we still have Mars is in your sign right now. And so if there are actions that you want to be taking because everybody else is kind of more up in their heads or getting back in their body, Leo, this is your time to take action. Take flight. If you really have stuff you'd rather be doing, go be doing what you'd rather be doing. If you have things you want to put out into the world, this is the time to do it. Get out what you want to put into the world right now, because for you right now, there is no time like the present to take action and maybe utilize this full moon in Sagittarius to, really bring those passions to life. Yeah, how nice. How nice for you. How not nice for you, Virgo. Wow. Our second reversal today is the Tower reversed. And so, Virgo, the Tower, which is maybe one of the more terrifying cards of the deck, it is not a bad place to be if you see it from a place of, I want my life to start looking completely different. There is something happening right now in my life that feels absolutely chaotic. But you have to decide that this is now breaking that pattern. It's cleaning the slate. And so now you can come from a place where you can replant, reground, reroot from this Tower moment. The one thing that you need to do, and probably this full moon is bringing it to the surface, is that you need to identify what it is in your life that is bringing you this Tower moment. And it might be honestly looking at yourself and saying, hey, you know what? And I'm just going to use the overarching Virgo pattern of perfectionism as the example. I keep holding myself back when I decide not to take action because it is not perfect. If you continue to live this way, you will never progress. So you need to decide, I'm going to take action regardless of how it looks, regardless of how many mistakes come out of it. I need to take action so that I can now start to learn the ways forward and come out of it in a more functional. I can start to take steps. I can start the movements towards getting things the way I want them to look. Yeah. Okay. All right, Libra, here we are. Stealing shit. All right, Libra, we have the Seven of Swords right side up. How nice for us. And so it's saying that also, Libra, there might be things you're moving away from. And you also have to, we talk about how Virgo is the perfectionist of the zodiac, but it's Libra, we're right there. We're right there doing the same shit. And so, Libra, there might also be for you patterns in yourself. And I will say, in talking to other Libras, we tend, because we're an air sign, to overthink. And what this guy right here is doing is walking away from his own patterns. Like, take with you what is working still for you. But if you have patterns of overthinking yourself into problems, obsessive thoughts, things like that, leave that shit behind. Go with what works for you and leave behind old things that are not working for you. And I'm saying it as it's more of a mental thing. So I could be overly obsessive over something and it's just going to run me into the ground. I could, just obsessing over that perfectionism, gonna run you into the ground. So leave that behind. Learn how to clear your mind. Could be meditation. Meditation is a great way to get out of your head. I've literally sat 10 days in silence to understand that prison of my mind. And yes, if you choose to obsess over a thing, so even just right now with the media distractions, there is distractions to weigh on that mind. If you clear out how often you are living in that space, you will give yourself more freedom. And a good way to get out of your mind is to get back into your body. Is my biggest suggestion to you is, put down the phone, go out for a walk, clear mind, clear head. Go work out, do something to get back into your body, do something with your hands, create something, whatever it is that you need, Libra, to get out of that, whatever you're trying to get out of. Yeah, okay. Scorpio, Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed is saying to you, Scorpio, you have also something that you're working towards. And I don't know why perfectionism is the name of the game right now. It just is. Or you're putting something on a pedestal. I also see you putting something on a pedestal that doesn't need to be on a pedestal or is taking up way too much of your time. So, Scorpio, if you have something that's just living here, you're ignoring the reality of what surrounds you. And so, Scorpio, also meditation, finding things to stay present in the moment. You might not have that stuff that you want now, but living in an obsessive loop, as I don't know why obsessive loops are, what we're stuck in, but that's what we are. That's where we are. Obsessing is not going to get you there. It's okay to have, like a vision board. It's there to let you know when you wake up, this is what I want. But you have to actually be taking the steps every day towards those desires. And also, practice makes perfect. So if there is something that you want to get better at, Scorpio, you need to actually be doing things to get better at that. I feel like the last three have just kind of built to this place, but this is where we are, Scorpio. So if you have something if you have a skill you want to train, be doing it every day. And if you have something that you're putting on a pedestal, go and even just distract yourself from said thing that is obsessing you. That is what you need to do. Sagittarius, what the fuck? Happy full moon. No, that's not for you. The Page of Swords is for you, though. Page of Swords. So your full moon is happening in an air sign. It does this every year because it's the opposite side of the zodiac. So the sun is obviously going to be putting its full light onto the moon at this point in time. But Page of Swords is asking you, Sagittarius, and it's telling you that you can use this full moon tomorrow to really become crystal clear about where you want to go in life and give you that mental focus you need to, work towards those goals, whatever they are. How nice for you. How nice for you. Okay, hi Capricorn. You have the Death card. The Death card, while it may appear not fun, it's right side up, so that's a good thing. It's also fun that it was the earth signs, at least the earth signs that aren't Venus ruled are having a time. And it's also an air season, so air is just not the most compatible. It's almost the very opposite of earth energy. So you may just be feeling the discomfort of heading into summer. It's getting hot and our bodies are adjusting. But the Death card is here to show you that little deaths are necessary. We call orgasms little deaths. You can think about that. Little sneezes are like an eighth of an orgasm. Little deaths, they're great. So they feel relieving. And so that's what you need, Capricorn, is some relief, some release. So if you have been, if you've been stuck in something, let it go. Just let go of whatever has been you've been working towards something, it's not quite working the way you want it. Even just walk away from a project or a thing for a little bit. Say if you've been right now, I've been overworking my body and I really just need to not be, forcing it. I haven't gone on a run in a minute because it is not the best thing right now, and I'm just taking a break. I'm letting that need to do that die for a minute, and then once I feel back into a better place, I can re-engage it. But right now it's just not happening. So little deaths could be you normally go to this place, you normally go out with friends for drinks at a specific place once a week, and that place is being renovated. Little death just means right now it's not the thing I'm doing. I will go back to it later. Whatever it is, whatever your little death is this week, Capricorn, just remember that orgasms, they are a nice release. There we go. All right. Ooh, look at Aquarius. 1111 card, probably doing the best out of all the air signs. And so 1111 card, which is Four of Wands, is saying that Aquarius, right now with the energy that we have going, you can have what you want. You can have the reality that you seek right now, but you have to put it at the front of your vision. It has to be in the forefront of what is happening in your life right now. And so this week, you can just be living in that abundance of all that you have wanted, all that you have been wanting. I think at the beginning of this year, you are really starting to focus on your desires, and you might be now living that dream. So enjoy that. I just acknowledge that. If you can live in that acknowledgement of that, imagine what else you can accomplish down the road. All right, here's our last sign, Pisces, Hanged Man. Hanged Man. And all it's asking you to do, Pisces, we are in a Gemini season, and Gemini sees things from all kinds of perspectives. And so Pisces, you are being asked to live in that perspective of things. I have a worldview of my own, but there are other ways that I can expand my worldview to be broader than what I know it as. And I can expand my worldview in a way that turns the way that I have viewed the world around so much that I have a new perspective of how I relate to people. People are not out to get me. I understand where they're coming from better. Yeah? All right. Well, that was everybody. Happy Gemini season. Happy full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.